Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Fiefdom. As always, I'm Oiter, and we're here at the Keep. More specifically, we're here at the Command Block Room. So, if you're not familiar with this series, which hopefully by now you're familiar to some degree, but I do play with 4 command blocks: oak logs, hay bales, white wool, and cobblestone. Every month we get a vote, and the community decides what the next command block is. And for September, that was spruce logs, which I'm very grateful for because we use a lot of spruce in our builds, at least right now. Uh, Most of my roofs, pretty much all my roofs, are spruce. I do a lot of detailing, so the fences and pathways, gates, those sorts of things all tend to be spruce. It was very close. Mangrove almost won out. We now have spruce, so let's add that to our little grouping here. So we now have 5. And yeah, at some point, I'll start taking them away. I just don't know when. Maybe we'll do 2 seasons worth of gaining command blocks, and then going forward, we start removing them, and I have to start coming up with crazy tech to be able to have unlimited resources in another way, but it needs to be a more modern era. Right now, we're kind of in this feudal Europe theme. And as we go forward, we'll advance what the buildings look like. Eventually, probably by the time we start taking resources away, we'll probably become industrial. So that might be the 3rd season. 4th season might be modern era, where we might do skyscrapers. It's all going to take place on this map. Some of the structures are going to survive, which also I'm not happy with this. Um, we'll discuss that in a moment. Did I messed up on a placement. Anyway, um, yeah, we'll get to that. Some of the stuff will survive, other stuff will not. This castle, so the keep, it's eventually going to become a proper castle, and then we'll get more of a maybe a Tudor style, or I'm not sure, but empirical. We'll do an empirical takeover. But yeah, anyways, that's way, way, way down the line. Let's address this. This is my lava storage. I did set this up thinking, oh, if I ever fall into the lava, I can have this little escape area. Maybe have some resources that I can grab, sleep if it's dark. Then I can come out here and it's almost like a sewer. I'm going to completely redo this. I do not like it. No. And also this bulbous thing on the side. The view from over there kind of blocks the castle a little bit. It's just the angle of it. It just kind of blocks the keep, I should say. Anyways, let's start this episode off over at subscriber 4's house. Oh, yeah, and I had this open window. There's so much I don't like about this. I will say we have fixed the portal issue with the nether. And I'll show that off in this episode. I did not bring proper resources with me for this episode. That is fine. Like, this view isn't too bad. I don't know, but sorry, we're going to go to subscriber 4's house very soon. Also, I have 13 more subscribers to add. See, it's kind of blocking. Like, eventually there is going to be, what do you call it? Ramparts. I'm not happy about this. I think I want to move it to the back. Yeah. I want this to be a very important view. And right now I do want to see that, the front entrance. I want to keep that open. We do have a portal over here. I've added this one in. Uh-oh, I think they can get in now. Anyways, yeah. Portals are linked. Back of the base. That is incredibly loud. Hopefully it's not too loud on your end. But yeah, I'm thinking this, maybe bringing it over here. I was thinking about it the entire time I was building this. I had to move the lava over. Some of my base caught fire, and so I moved the lava over here while I was working on it. And then I also used that area to dig up all the lava. So right now I have water in there. You scoop it up and you place it. And then eventually, once you do that layer, you do the next layer. Once you do that layer, you start placing it on this wall, and it should just fall down. I haven't actually tested that. I haven't built up that much lava because I had to use it for obsidian. But yeah, let's get some dirt. I need some dirt. Subscriber number 4 is a dirt farmer. That should be enough. Also, let's get rid of some of this water. I always kind of like having 2 buckets on me. That way, like, I can always make an infinity pool, or I can dump one and not lose the other one to put lava in it. Let's sleep. And instead of taking the boat, let's take the portal all the way to Cherry Hill, and then you'll have seen all 3 portals. And possibly this portal is too far away. So I might have to move this portal. Hopefully it doesn't mess up everything that I've done. So that brings me to the town. This brings me to Cherry Hill. So let's head on over to subscriber 4's house. It's been featured a couple of times, but I'm going one by one through all the houses, doing them in chronological order. When I originally designed the mud farm, I did not intend for it to work out this way, but once you harvest all the mud, it makes a stack and a half of mud. Let's put some extra dirt here. I think I need to move almost my entire dirt inventory, or at least one chest full. If you haven't seen the process of how I do this, it's not super efficient, but it's efficient enough. I will eventually I will eventually make a more efficient one. Because I do want to set up the clay farm. And I want the clay farm to be a little bit more efficient. So yeah, and that's mud. Got to be careful with the shovel. It's a little too fast at times. We do have, with our hay bales, that makes so much wheat. We can make packed mud. So let's do that and then put the hay bales back. Wow, we didn't even need a full 4 to use up all that mud. Packed mud looks like that. I kind of like the sound of it too. It sounds like packed mud. But then we can also make mud bricks. And I can't wait to start building some builds with mud bricks. It makes a slightly different sound. Ooh. Number one, why does it take so long? It destroys it. I don't know how I feel about that. Can you bake it? I don't think you can bake it. I don't like that it's done that. Can we put... No. Can we harden it? I think hardening it would be the next step. Yeah, give it a nice look. Yes, you can absolutely make terracotta. You can try this out using dripstone, but it'd be cool if you could harden mud bricks. You know what? We will leave that hay there because we have plenty of food. We don't need to be carrying that around. So we've kind of showcased this before. We went a little bit more in depth. Oh yeah, you also have the roots. Don't really want to destroy too much of this. Did I? Yeah, okay. We need mud again. So you can reuse the roots. This is why I have the mangroves here. To make these. And I've been using these for detailing paths. I love that there's like 2 different textures. So it's like there's that one and that one. And it like look how nice that rows together. Like it looks right. And then no matter what side you put it on, it seems to go with that side. Like look at that. That's whoever did the pixel art is amazing. You know, I kind of like it going this way. Nope, that is not the right button. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like that. Mud farmer. Anyone who's not using bundles, I don't understand you. It is so nice to be able to like set up different things. Like right now, the caving bundle only has the compass that's attuned to my base, but it's so great to be able to just put in the elements that you need Say you need a bunch of beds. You put in the materials for the beds. You don't go too crazy. Ouch. Put some furnaces in. Chests, fuel, that sort of thing. Portal. Can't quite see the... There we go. Can we see all three portals? There we go. This is a... You can see all three portals from this location. Interesting. It's a nice little island. I don't know what I want to do with this island. I put mangroves on it, just so it was a little bit more interesting. Got the pumpkin farm and spruce farm over there. Yeah. Anyways, so what I would really like to do in this episode is lay down the plots for the next 14. So number 21 is the watchtower, the East Watch Tower. Oops. I would say 22 is going to be this pottery shop. 23 is the melon farm that's going to go up near the carrot farm. And we need some for the villagers, because I want to start breeding the villagers, and I want to have no more than 2 villagers per house. And I want them to have this tight-knit community over here, maybe a trading hall, or maybe I just go to their houses. Maybe there's stalls out in front of them, and I can wrangle them somehow so that they can't leave. Kind of like this, like they're not capable of leaving this setup. Yet there is 3 gates in and out. Hey guys. Can I sleep? Can I sleep? You guys are sleeping. Why can't I sleep? There we go. So we have the 2 original villagers, 1 of their offsprings. We need to send out their offspring. I don't think I brought the rails over. I do have a lectern. No, I did not bring the rails up. I found a mine shaft. Got a bunch of rails, and I'm going to use the rails to kind of move them around, maybe set up a better breeding area. So the 2 original ones, they're going to retire, well, after they have 1 more. And then those 2 will start generating offspring. That sounds horrible, doesn't it? That sounds a whole lot more horrible. Yeah. Maybe we bring someone else in from the village. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Definitely. We'll definitely do that. Don't mind my coughing. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. Where do we want to start building a few more houses? I kind of want them close to this hill. Or do I? I'm almost picturing like a trading hall, marketplace here, but as I said, ooh, okay, I have a vision. Yes, there will be a trading hall. I'll work out the details. So what were we? We're at 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, I need 3 more. That's right. I just laid down 8 subscriber houses. They're all gonna have villagers living in their house. I'm picturing houses with backyards, but their front yard is the marketplace, or rather, maybe their front yard is a little fenced in area that they can walk out into, and then their backs of their houses go into the marketplace. And maybe we do a big stall here. I have plans for expanding this, and it might get a little cramped, but we'll try to be as humane as possible. Yes. I think I said we need 3 more. We need beetroots. Don't know where the beetroots can be. I'll think of that off camera, but I'll address it in the next video where I decide to put them if I figure out where I want to put them. But we at least have 8 more. Wait, I put down 8. I said there was 13. We need 5 more. Did I miscount somewhere? I'm going to check my numbers. I'm not going to lay plots until I've checked my numbers. We definitely needed 8. Positive we needed 13 more. I think we went from 23 to 34 subscribers. No, so many. We'll get there one day. I'm not really pushing this channel too much at the moment. I have a feeling once I start playing on a multiplayer server, I'll start getting more attention because of that, and then this will probably become like a side project that we work on weekly. Basically, a little weekly update on my, I'm going to call this my forever world. I have no intention to delete this world. Ooh, look at that view. I'm liking it. You see the town coming together, the watchtower. Yeah, this is going to evolve quite nicely. And as I said at the beginning of the video, each season we're going to change up the style until eventually we start building skyscrapers. Don't know if that'd be like 4th season, 5th season. We'll figure that out. We'll see what seems natural. Oh. But yeah, I think we're going to call it an episode. We didn't really do much. Wow, why did I shoot that when I knew that the crosshairs were not aligned? Oh, he disappeared. I need to explore this. Oh, you know what? Yes. Before we end that off, let me show you this massive, massive cave that I found. And I started to explore it, and I think there's more to it. But it's humongous, and I need to do something with it. Oh, also, oh, you know, I'm not going to talk about the funny honey farm, not the funny farm, the honey farm. I'll wait until that episode to address what I've done there. But yeah, just over here by the pumpkin farm. Let's not look at it. I don't want to show it off when we haven't got to that episode yet. But over by it, we have this little pond. And there used to be a waterfall. Let me just... This is my first time seeing one of these style caves. I know some people have worlds and you just keep coming across them. My worlds, we have these corkscrew, sometimes water, sometimes air caves. That is mostly what I've been getting. So it's really nice when you get something different. Yeah, I pretty much just ran through, try not to die. There was so many mobs. Definitely want all this iron. I need so much iron. I need to make an iron farm. That's why we need to work on the villagers. Oh, there seems to be more. Oh, wow. Okay, okay, okay. Just a tiny little. Oh, there's more. Okay, just kind of a standard cave with a bit of a ravine. But yeah, I definitely need to get an iron farm going on other servers that I've played on. And I know other people do this as well, but I've always been known for doing iron farms, just a little bit more showy than others. And I guess you'll see that on the multiplayer server that I'm joining. I need fortune out. Is that fortune? Hey, bud. I keep trying to change to my fortune pick. It keeps canceling out. We'll do that. I think in this world, whatever iron farm I can kind of get started, that's what we'll have for a while. We are trying to keep all our farms somewhat simple. There's grass down here. The Endermen here are such a nuisance. Like, there's another grass block. I can't even speak. Let me swap out. I don't want to waste my... I don't have mending. Hey, bud. That is not what I wanted to do. I need to set up... The villagers are going to do so much. Wow, he got a shot off. Okay, anyway. That's going to be it for this episode. We'll go to subscriber number 5's house in the next episode. Forget what subscriber number 5's house is. But that is where we will go. So until then, see you later. Bloop. Ow! Hit my head. See ya. Bye. I don't have a shield. I don't have a shield. Why'd I leave my base without my shield? I am so vulnerable without my shield. Without, you know what? Nope, I don't have it. Without my shield, baby zombies can probably... Oh, okay, good. Oh. Ah! 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 He's so strong! You did so well. We'll remember you.